A lifetime of training for just 10 seconds. That's volleyball. That's what volleyball is. You run and you run and you run. All during the week, just to move for 5 or 10 seconds on the court to a ball. Why play volleyball? Well, I played volleyball since I was in 6th grade, and I wasn't very good. I mean, 6th graders aren't typically good, but I wasn't very good. I wasn't good up until my sophomore year of high school. Now I play volleyball in college, so I've come a long way. I know almost everything there is about volleyball. First thing I'm going to teach you guys is the rules of volleyball. The sidelines. This is the court. The sidelines. The sidelines are where the benches usually are, where the teams usually sit. The attack line is usually where you start your approach back and you take from a 10-foot line and you take it to the net. The baseline is where it's the end of the court. So if people are running, if you're starting in the court and you're running and the ball's going out, you go to the baseline. If the ball goes past the baseline, it's out. Don't play because you get the point. The last thing is the center line. The center line is the middle of the court. It splits the court in half. It's also where the net goes. That's the court. This is the court. This is the baseline right here. This whole big rectangle is the baseline. Right here is the net. This is the net. It tells you how high it's supposed to be, how wide it's supposed to be. Usually, the court itself is 29 and 6 inches wide, and the length of the court is usually 59 feet. So it's pretty big. When you're playing on it, it doesn't look very big, but when the balls start getting hit at you, it's big. The next thing is the positions. Now, there are 6 positions on the court, and they're also called zones. There's a middle back and a middle front, a right back and a right front, and then there's a left back and a left front. The middle back is usually a middle player, probably a person who plays the middle. The middle front is also a person that plays the middle. They're usually on the net. Middle front is the net. So when I say front and back, front is on the net, back is in the back part of the court. Middle back usually comes out and a libero goes in. A libero is a person that is a specialist in defense. They can go in for anybody in back row, as long as they don't go in, and then the person they went in for can't go in for somebody else. They have to go back in for the libero, and then the libero can go in for somebody else. So the libero is kind of a difficult spot to understand, but they pretty much have to get all the balls on the court. The middle front is usually the tallest player, not always, but usually the tallest player, and they play the middle. Right back is usually a setter. Right back is usually a setter. They usually get tips. Right front is it could be a setter. Sometimes it's a right side hitter. So sometimes they have setters there too. Left back is usually an outside player. Sometimes libero is in for outside back or left back. Usually they go in for middles though. Left front is your outside hitter. So there are 5 positions. Sometimes there's 6. It's 5 or 6 depending on your team and what your coach decides to do. We have outside, middle, right side, setter, and libero, which is also the defensive specialist. This is the zones. I don't know if you can see it. These are the zones. So this is each side of the court. This dotted line in the middle is the center line. These are the zones. The first zone, there's 6 zones. The first zone is where you have the set or the server. So server on each team starts in zone 1. So, and they usually start in right back, which is where zone 1 is. Zone 2 moves forward to right front. Zone 3 is middle front. Zone 4 is left front. 5 is left back, and 6 is middle back. So there's 6 zones. Typically there's 6 zones. I know of 9 zones, but that's when you get to college. From grade school to high school and all through club volleyball, it's only 6 zones. The next thing are the rules. The rules are kind of difficult if you don't understand. The hardest thing though is the hand position or the hand signals. The libero rule. Let's see this. Oh my gosh. There's a libero rule. A team can have 2 liberos, but no more than 2. It used to be that it can only have 1 libero. For high school and college, you can only have 1 libero. But for club volleyball, you can have 2. There's a starting libero and an acting libero. The starting libero starts the game. The ref checks the lineup and then they'll go in for a middle or for somebody else. The acting libero is the second libero, and they usually go in for someone who's having a hard time passing the ball or can't keep the ball. They keep shanking the ball. Shanking is a term where you pass it and it doesn't go to where you want it to go. It just hits off your arm anywhere and goes anywhere. And they're kind of hard to get to. So that's the libero rules. Those are pretty much the most difficult ones, though. The next thing is point, set, match. Point, set, and match. In the match, to win a match, you have to win 2 out of 3 sets, or in college you play 3 sets out of 5. You have a set. A set is won by a team that first scores points to 21. You can't win if it's like 20 to 20 and somebody scores it's 20-21. You can't win like that. You gotta win by 2. You gotta win by 2. So it has to be, you keep playing until another team wins by 2. That's a match. That's a set. There's also a rally. Whenever a team fails at serving, they serve it, it doesn't go over, or when they can't return the ball, or make another error, the opposing team wins the rally. So if I serve it and I miss it, the other team gets the point. If they hit it and miss it, we get the point. The last thing is hand signals. With hand signals, there are many different ones. This is out, this is in, this is a touch. Usually you go like this when it's like you couldn't see the ball. Like this is what line judges usually make, or down refs or up refs. Usually have 4 refs on a court for volleyball. You have the up ref, you have the down ref, and you have the line judges. There's 2 line judges, 1 at each side. Most volleyball starts at a young age, so they have like the players that are reffing. Usually, if you go to a tournament, you have a team that's playing. You have the team that's playing, or the team that just played. You have them reffing, and they have to provide line judges and scorekeepers and stuff like that. So they usually make them do it. If the team wins the serve, they continue serving. The down ref or the up ref will let you know. Volleyball is a really hard sport to comprehend. Many don't fully understand it after a lot of playing, but you catch on to it. Sometimes the refs make bad calls, and you just don't understand why they're making those calls. Most people that play volleyball start at a young age, just like I did, just like everyone here has. Well, most of the girls here have. When you play, you want to move on. You want to go to a higher level. Some go into playing college, and there's some that don't. But I can encourage you guys to keep playing. You 4 girls, keep playing. It's a lot of fun. And you can really do a lot.